Top five, top five, top five.
Hey guys, welcome back to Cinematopical. I'm Nate here again with Strange Wang, and today we got another top 5 video for you. Today hits the cowboy hat. We are doing top 5 movie shootouts in honor of a movie coming out with Joaquin Phoenix called The Sisters Brothers, which is
John C. Reilly.
John C. Reilly.
Yeah,
he's alright.
He's a sister brother.
Is he? So, before we get into our top 5s and how that works, we got another digital code to give away to you.
For 2 guns, since we're talking about guns today, go to our last top 5 and comment Clint Eastwood's number 1 on this video. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and you can win that code. And at the end of this video, we are going to do the drawing out that hat for the winner of the Guardians of the Galaxy code. So stay till the end for that, see if you won.
Awesome. So if you don't know how we do our top 5s, real quick, what we do is one of us will do our 5 and 4, talk about it. The other person will do 5 and 4, talk about it, 3-2, 3-2, and then exchange number 1s. We also have what we call the Zemeckis rule. So basically, if someone has the same movie as the other person on their list, but it is 2 spots or more higher on the list, they will say Zemeckis rule, and that just means we won't talk about it then, we'll talk about it when it gets to the higher spot on their list. And that being said, I'll go first, I guess. Alright, so number 5 on my top 5 favorite movie shootouts is going to be the hallway / little library scene from Kick-Ass.
I saw that on your phone, and I was like, fuck, I forgot one on my list. And that's not the one I was thinking of.
Yeah, but it reminded you of something else.
The, where they had Big Daddy and Kick-Ass tied up to the chairs, and they're recording it in the dark room, and she has the goggles on. Mm-hmm. That's also a phenomenal shootout, because the gunfire from the lights.
Yeah, it's a great contrast, for sure. So I like this one. So this is the one where like Hit Girl just kind of like John Wick. Well, it's before John Wick, so I guess John Wick copied her.
She kicks into the doorway, doing the 4-4.
Yeah.
All you heard popping on him.
So why I like this so much is A, because it's a kid, and that's kind of awesome.
They should call it Kid Ass.
They really could.
Never mind.
So I also love the soundtrack. So it kind of starts off with this kind of like really slow, dark, like Breaking Benjamin, like
You lost me.
Sort of like Linkin Park, like just kind of a little rock ballad. But then the music just cuts right before she starts like running through the hallway and tearing through people. And then it just like goes straight into Bad Reputation by Joan Jett. And it's like fucking epic.
I know that song,
yeah, so it's really, it's kind of short and sweet. Like she runs through it pretty quick and gets
like her.
Gets it taken care of. But favorite part, she runs out of bullets. And literally just like chunks it at a dude and nails him square at the nose with it, and then like beats the shit out of him. Yeah, it was pretty great. Number 4 on my list is the bar scene from Inglorious Bastards.
That was Zemeckis.
Okay, cool. So what's your number 5?
My number 5 comes from a Western that I don't know if you've seen, but if you have, it'll be one of your favorite movies guaranteed. Butch, Cassidy, and the Sundance Kid.
I saw it when I was very little, and I don't remember a lot about it.
You would love it. So, spoiler alert, a lot of these happen at the end of the movie. His happened at the end of the movie. Mine was happening at the end of the movie, so spoiler alert. So, Butch, Cassidy, and the Sundance Kid, they're getting chased by the Mexican army, because they're like shysters. They be ripping people off, robbing trains and stuff. Great stuff. So, the Mexican army finally has them trapped in this like small little town where they've been hiding out, and they're like shooting, and there's just like they come to a point where they have this great shootout, and there's just like, yo, we're probably not going to win this, and they're just having their time together because the Mexican army at this point they're all like they're surrounding them.
Yeah.
So. Not the shootout's still good, but it's like this moment they have together.
The build up. Yeah.
Where there's just like, yo, this is, I love you. Like, they had that last like bro talk.
Yeah.
It was phenomenal. And then they had the classic ending where they run out, guns blazing, and then it freeze frames, so you don't know what happens.
Yeah.
But you can.
They probably that. Yeah.
And this is great. It gets you really into the movie.
Yeah, I love that.
Like all over again. Then we have Taxi Taxi Driver is my number 4.
Yeah, it's not on mine. I knew it would be on yours, but...
You haven't seen it yet, have you?
No, I still haven't seen it. I watched that clip just in case I wanted to try to throw it on here, but...
So, he's mad at the world. He hates the world. Charles Bickle does. He goes and talks to this pimp who has Jodie Foster up there hoeing, selling the nookie and what have you. And he's just like, tired of this. He goes up to Harvey Keitel, the pimp. Great movie pimp, by the way. Shoots him, goes through the hallway, shoots this guy and that guy. And it's so realistic. Like, when he gets hit, like, this guy's just got hit. He's holding his wounds. He's bleeding everywhere. It's realistic. And then he goes up there to, like, save Jodie Foster. And he's shooting this, that, and the third. And then he just sits down and you get the famous. It's so gritty. Like, that's why I like the fight scene. Like, it's, just dirty, like, building in New York City. It looks real. And really, probably the most realistic, like, shootout, I would say. Like, top 3 in film history.
Maybe. He still takes a bullet a little bit better than a real person would probably take a bullet to the neck. But, like...
Yeah, it goes through.
Compared to other ones, it's like decently realistic. I watched the clip. Number 3 for me is going to be No Country for Old Men. Did you forget that one? Oh,
that's a good one.
It's so fucking tense.
That's a good one.
Because, like, the same thing. It's the way it starts.
Yeah, the little cat mouse.
He's literally just sitting in the hotel, finds the tracker and the money, has that, like, oh shit moment, and then, like, you get the whole, like, shadows of the legs, and then he walks away and cuts the fucking... Like, they're both so fucking smart. And it's, like, one of my favorite things about that movie is you don't ever get the their smartness is natural. Like, Josh Brolin's character is just this, like, cowboy hick from the small town. Like, he has no reason to be, like... But his intuition and common sense are just, like, way off the charts.
Yeah.
And Anton Chigurh is just, like, a fucking psychopath. So it's, like, he thinks about things like that.
Yeah, he's great.
So it's, like, it starts there, he jumps out the fucking window, and then you get, like, the little chase through the road scene. I'm pretty sure, I haven't seen the movie, it's probably been, like, a year since I've seen it, but I'm pretty sure that's the first time that they ever really come in contact with each other.
Yeah.
Even. So it's like the cat finally caught up to the mouse, and then it's just tense, like, dark alleyway. He steals the truck from the guy, but he's just, like, blasting through the freaking truck.
Yeah, that's because he shot the guy in the head. He's getting a ride.
Yeah.
He's like,
yeah.
He's like, fuck.
So it's like, it's just so tense. But, like, my favorite part about it is, like, it just ends in this complete stalemate. Yeah. Like, I think they both take one shot, like, non-fatal, obviously, and, like, they both just walk away.
Because he takes one to the leg and then blows up the car and then sells it.
Yeah.
It's a phenomenal movie.
Yeah, it's so good.
Best movie of the what is it called?
2010s?
In the 2000s.
2000s?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Best movie of the 2000s.
Yeah.
At me, bro. So that's what the Utes be saying.
Yeah, it is. They do say that. My number 2 is going to be the Candyland Shootout from Django. So, man, it's just so good. Like, it's the same thing. It's all the way it starts. Like, it literally starts because Dr. Schultz refuses to give that motherfucker a handshake. And he should. And puts it right through that stupid little flower. Like, and then, like, fucking Bozo with the handlebar mustache just whips off the sawed-off double barrel.
Dexter's dad.
Yeah. It's, like, so good. Like, the way it starts is great. And it's just, like, classic over-the-top Tarantino.
Yeah. Like,
Django just jumps backwards through a door, but, like, at a trajectory and angle that no human could... Like, clearly he got, like, launched off of something and just, like, pops 2 dudes in the face real quick. And then more shooting out happens, but, like, then I meant to look up the name of the song because I don't know it, but it makes that transition to that rap song somewhere in the middle, and then it's just, like, it's so badass.
I'm terrible at this YouTube stuff. And, so I kicked Heat Shootout off my list. The Zemeckis from earlier is not Zemeckis anymore. So my number 3 is Inglorious Bastards. Because I can't do it.
Okay.
So, Inglorious Bastards is being kicked back from my 2 to my 3. And it plays the old trick of, I know something they don't know. Mm-hmm. So it's tense. And it builds tension so well. Mm-hmm. And then you have to read the dialogue, and that makes me get into movies even more. Like foreign films, always get into it because it's more experience to have to read, and I'm more into it.
Yeah.
So like I'm more into the scene. It's tense. I'm feeling the tension in the scene, and then I know this guy knows, but because the gun is shown, but they don't know that. And it's like the double entendre of he knows. I know all the secrets, but they don't. And this just adds the tension. Then everyone shoots in the wrong place, and it's just a fun Tarantino shooting scene.
Yeah, it's like it's such a slow burn to the start of the fight out.
Definitely.
Shootout, I mean.
It's like a 10-minute scene.
And it's like, but it's like his little detail. Like literally the guy figures out that they're not German because like he held 3 fingers like that instead of like that.
Yeah.
And it's just like, that's brilliant because like that's real. Like he would notice that for sure.
Yeah.
And just like their little like Mexican standoff, but like it's so like, literally under the table with their guns pointed at each other's balls, like.
And they all look so silly, but you take them seriously. Like this guy has
for
King
sure.
Kong like sticky noted on his forehead.
Yeah, for sure. And it's like the fact that everyone just kind of hits that point of like, okay, the reality of this situation is we're not fucking walking out of here. So then it's just like, he's just like, all right, fuck it. You know what to do. And then say goodbye to your Nazi balls.
My number 2, very disrespectfully left it off the list and forgot about it. The ending to Scarface.
Yeah.
I don't know how I forgot about this. This is so great. He's so coked up, you know, you get the great scene. He's like, you get him and his sister. But again, you know something they don't know. The guy's walking up the ledge and he's about to shoot her, you know. So his sister gets shot. He's all coked up. And then he shoots that guy. He's just pissed off. He sees all the guys coming. He's like, "So hello to my little friend." The iconic line from the movie is said in this scene. He starts shooting all these guys. He blows some guys up. And he's up there talking shit. I love it. He's taking bullets left and right. And then they just stop shooting him. And he's still talking shit. And the guy pops him in the back of the dome with like the double barrel. And it's just like some of the greatest filmmaking of all time. Like
I've never been more excited for someone to die.
Brian De Palma, phenomenal directed scene from Brian De Palma.
Holy shit!
Yeah, I feel like I got a double barrel to the back of my head too.
Yeah,
that's how good the scene is, man. I can't even think when I speak about it. Your number 1, sir.
So my number 1 is the club shootout from the first John Wick. Easily, personal opinion, best action movie in the last 10 years. Like, it's so good. The way it's shot, I give a shit about this dude. He has feelings, but he's so, like, stoic and all that other good shit. So, like, you know which one I'm referring to, right?
Yeah.
Like, the specific shootout.
Yeah, because he talks to Kevin Nash, former WCW champion. He talks to Kevin Nash, and then he goes on to the bouncer. Kevin Nash is the bouncer.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of what action movies came out in the last 10 years is better than that.
It's just so different than everything else, right? It's so methodical. Like, it's all about his, like, precision and patience more than just, like, the spray and pray bullshit that a lot of other people are relying on. And he just, like, is working his way through dudes. He's working his way through
shit,
he knows
what he's doing, this guy.
Yeah, he definitely knows what he's doing. The music is great. So when they're in the bathhouse, it's just this kind of, like just kind of slow, like, club groove sort of thing. But it's like he's doing this gun fu on fucking people, you know? All sorts of shit's popping off.
Shooting people in the pools and stuff.
He double taps almost everyone. So, like...
You know why he double taps people?
To make sure they're dead.
No, because his favorite movie is Zombieland.
Oh, well, it might be.
Fun fact.
But yeah, just the way he did, like, it's just so much, like, fucking confidence and swagger in that. Because, I mean...
Like if Michael Myers had a gun.
His dog, man.
John Wick. The boogeyman, as they say.
He's the guy you called to kill the fucking boogeyman.
So my number 1.
Yeah.
I knew it wasn't going to be on your list. I don't know if you've seen the movie or not. But these fucking spaghetti westerns, man, they know how to do a shootout. And no one does it better than Sergio Leone in The Good and the Bad and the Ugly. The ending to that movie.
I knew it would be on your list.
You got Lee Van Cleef on one side. You got Clint Eastwood on the other. And then you got Homeboy over here. So, yeah, say hello to him. And, like, the way he, like, directs the scene is just, like, the music slowly builds in. And it's, like, doom, 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 all the eyes. And fucking, it shows the guns. And then you get so much out of their eyes. Because, Homeboy doesn't know what to do. I'm forgetting his name right now. I just like did a report on spaghetti westerns, but I should know the name. He's just, his eyes are going back and forth because he's scared. He doesn't know what to do, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's a little shyster. Like, he doesn't... This fight's beyond him.
Right.
And he doesn't know what to do. But he has a partnership with this guy, Clint Eastwood, Blondie. And Blondie's just playing the cool as fuck. Like, Clint Eastwood, he's just like... No movement. Lee Van Cleef, he's just like... Alright, both these guys hate me. Like, I'm gonna think my way out of this. But I think I can get out of this. Like, he ain't backing down. He ain't no bitch. And Oliver McGuffin, in this one scene alone, you totally forget about. And then you get this, like, wide fucking establishing shot. And then all the guns go off.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't know who's been shot because it's the wide, you know? It's so far back, everyone's wearing black or whatever. So it's like, you don't know who shot who. Yeah. Good and the bad and ugly. Phenomenal. Insane.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, I totally understand it being on your list. I understand it being where it was.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I have seen that.
The movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then wasn't
No, I've seen the whole thing. I mean...
Give me this fucking...
No, fuck you. Fuck off. I just like a little more than my shootouts. There's just three dudes. More. There's a, like, long-ass Mexican... the best Mexican standoff in history.
It's a 2.5 hour movie. What do you need more?
Like, it's not really a shootout. It's like everyone fires their guns once, other than him, like, finishing the guy off. So that's not a shootout. To me. And I don't care if it is to you. That's fine. It's just for me on my list, like, that is not a shootout.
We're about to have a shootout right now, and this is something topical. And if you like this video, shoot the like button. See what I did there?
It was pretty good.
Comedy.
And stay tuned if you were one of the 5 commenters.
I'm editing that out.
Alright, so if you were one of the 5 people that commented on our top 5
movie franchises
video to win the code for Guardians of the Galaxy 2, we're gonna figure out who won that real quick.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Al Pacino. Al Pacino watches the videos. It's actually Liz Johnson.
I think that's Jansen.
Jansen?
That's definitely an A.
Oh, that's definitely an E too. That's a C actually.
We're gonna go Jansen.
Yeah.
Hey, so Liz Jansen, we'll hit you up with a comment on the video that you commented on, and we're probably gonna ask you to give us a Twitter handle or Instagram handle so we can send you your code, but congratulations on winning.
Yeah. Yeah.